How's it going, everyone? How's it all going? I think I'm... it's up. Yeah, I'm live. Good. And I think my audio should be going through. I'm not muted. Yeah. I am not muted. I think. Nope, I'm not muted. Woo! Shit, what was I doing? I forgot everything all of a sudden. Oh, right here. December 28th. Very big circus. Big top. Maybe I should not wait, like, several weeks before streaming this, because I forgot the voice I did. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we were making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. There's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. Is it possible the ringmaster accidentally committed suicide? Is it possible the ringmaster accidentally, drop the thing on himself? Except, wait, hang on, isn't there photographic evidence stating? No, there's not photographic. But I want to know what is possible. Is that the killer was stepping in the same footsteps as the guy. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. The seats are so far away from the ring. But to make up for it with the amount of people that can see a show. Hey, Nick. Do you think that if every person in the audience screamed all at once, the vibration they'd create could cause the big top to collapse? Somebody call game theory! Quick! Somebody call game theory! Or, who's the person who does science? Well, game theory does science, but who's the person who's specifically, the science? Well, anyway. I'm glad I don't pay you to come up with this stuff. I don't think I actually pay her. I don't think she's actually considered part of the company. Hey, look! Astro Max makes his grand appearance. It's grand, alright. I want to try entering court like that. How do I know that she'd say that? I forgot just about everything in this freaking case, so I'm gonna need to remember all this shit in an instant. Hey, it's a rope. Probably for tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. Whoa, those lights are huge! If they fell from the ceiling, you'd be going to the circus in the sky. Life is so fragile, isn't it, Nick? You can be snuffed out in an instant by following gargantuan lights. So fragile that I've decided to eat as much good food as I can before I die. That's definitely a good way to live your life. Like hamburgers. Hamburgers! Okay, so, I don't know if I've actually mentioned this, but I am a chef, a culinary artist. Now, I'm not, like, a good chef. I'm, like, kind of new to the entire scene of cooking. I literally just got out of culinary school last year. But hamburgers... There's more than one type of hamburger. Just like with a lot of different other foods, I mean, it kind of was like, hamburgers, pizza, ramen. They're foods that you can customize to be however the hell you want it to be. So just saying like hamburgers doesn't specify if you mean all hamburgers or just meat between two buns. Apparently, you didn't notice the big sign that said closed by the snack stand. Aww, it's closed? Yeah, the circus closed. Actually, can I examine that thing behind him? No. 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 Nothing can be examined. December 28th. Big Top Ringmaster's Room. Looks the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? Thief! I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters. You mean stole? One of those posters? Thief! Scoundrel! Arrest her on sight! I ain't gonna be your defense attorney for the theft case. Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he hid Trillo somewhere in this room. Trillo. Oh! That's convenient. It reminded me. Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed. Just look at all the awards the circus has won. Like, All County Quiz Champions, Ringmasters Association, Mini Golf Master, Beer Belly Balloon Bounce Champ, Pet Grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could never have imagined. Something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet! I think you're right. Well, give it back. We'll give it back to him later. Why do I have to carry this thing? Because you're the fan of the circus. December 28th, Big Top Cafeteria. Oh, hey, Ben. Hello. Wait, no. I gotta come up with a voice. Hello. Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today. Don't you agree? Yeah, I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Tell us what you know about the murder. Do you know anything? Okay. I'm just... Ben, this is yours, isn't it? Yes, that's mine. Here you go. I think I did a completely different voice at the beginning of my playthrough, or at the beginning of this chapter, so I'm gonna make sure that... And the reason why my voices will probably change throughout any chapter is if I take a long time between episodes so I forget. So I'm going to try to not forget voices. I mean, I can do it. Right. I almost said Officer Detective Gumshoe's voice, because everyone knows the nitty-gritty detective. And the judge has a voice. I can remember some voices because of how unique I made them, but other voices, even if they're unique, I can't quite remember how I did them. Trillo Quist returned to bed. Alright, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Okay. 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 So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Maybe we should... Hey! Hey!
Hey, wait!
Who said that?
What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind witch! What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone?
Ben? Is that you, Ben?
No,
No. I would never.
it was me. Yeah, me. Down here.
You're Trilo?
That is Mr. Quist to you. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect.
Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better?
No, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for an attorney.
Sheesh. Trilo, we've talked about insulting people. You promised.
But he was mocking me. Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal.
I'm sorry, Trilo. Nick, what just happened? Trilo is still a puppet, right?
Hey, who do you think you're calling me? Who do you think you are, calling me a puppet?
Tell us what you know about the murder.
You talking to me? I said you talking to me. Don't look at him when you're talking to me.
Trilo Quest, you behave, young man.
Ventriloquist.
Man, I keep changing his voice. I can't come up with a clear voice for him.
Shut up, Woody. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man?
I guess so.
No need to make such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts.
Trilo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet.
Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now?
Those two are really an odd couple, aren't they?
Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants.
Your partner? You mean Ben?
Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will you? He's just another one of the dorks around here.
Oh, my.
I'll be fair. This cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers.
How about my Madonna? Your Madonna?
Regina, my lovely Regina. She is stunning, right, Ben?
Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far.
You have to excuse him. He does not understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator of true beauty. Hence why I shall marry her.
Mary? Mary?
The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying frog.
You mean Max Galactica? Why do you say that? Trilo, straight up. Don't accuse people like that.
Straight up? I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened.
You were there?
If you're that interested, then I'll let you in on the facts.
You're going to marry Regina?
That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she?
think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled.
Well, she... I don't care. It is my choice, not hers. We're getting...
I think I see the problem with Trilo now. But what?
I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song.
Gave her a song?
Well, I'm a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me.
What the fuck kind of lyrics is that? I mean, it's straightforward, it gets the point across, but that is the worst set of lyrics for any song. Especially a song meant to show that you love a woman.
I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... The rest is private.
Well, melody is pretty good. Those lyrics, I think they need a little work.
Who asked you? I'm the artist here.
Thanks, now that Trilo's here. Does that mean you can talk normally now?
Hey, buttface. Ah! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all.
Ambulance Chaser? Trilo?
Enough jibba-jabba. Let's get to the courtroom already.
Hey, wait a second! Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Oh. December 28th. Very big circus, big top. What in the world happened with Ben and Trilo? Quite a pair, those two. What? Ooh! Oh no, now what? Is that the monkey? Or is that, either it's a robotic monkey that makes traditional sounds, or there's an actual monkey attacking Phoenix Wright. Hey, welcome back, Nick. I totally did have to find, I totally wasn't scared that I'd have to try to revive you from the dead. That monkey. My badge! The monkey stole it. What?
Mr. Attorney, that face is so cute. You look so completely dumbfounded.
Regina?
You, that monkey.
That monkey.
Hey, no need to get angry, okay?
My attorney's badge.
Don't worry, I'll help you out.
Okay, you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it?
By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. I bet he makes a lot of money, too.
His name is Money? Money. The monkey is called Money?
Yeah.
Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back?
I'll see what I can do.
Even if I have money problems. Ah ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Put a pun in the middle of this, yes. Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. That's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. Huh? You don't know? Money isn't exactly someone I am on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I would. Even if he does need tame. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit that Cookie Clown, which I think. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that is always hanging around with Trilo? What do you mean, hanging around? What do you mean, hanging around? Well, he was there when Trilo told me that he was in love with me. Trilo told you that he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kind of cute, don't you think? He's so smart. He's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? It's got nothing to do with me loving Trilo. Like sand through an hourglass, so are the days of the circus. You were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? No, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trilo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. Huh, Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. I forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trilo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for? Max or Trilo? Wait. You do realize that Trilo is a puppet. God, he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. Max flies in the sky like he does? I do know. Want me to tell you? You know? But you have to keep it a secret. Yeah? Here's how it works. Mumble, 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 mumble. Wow! That's incredible! Oh, don't pout, Nick. We were just using you. I don't know a thing about magic. Sorry we tricked you, Nick. The silk hat has Max's. Yeah, we've already seen that. Oh, there you go. December 28th, Lodging House Plaza. Huh? Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Mo's room. December 28th, Lodging House, first floor, Mo's room. Oh my! If it isn't Mr. Wright all the time! It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right? See, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So what can I do for you? Do you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it.
We're going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you?
Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money?
Ah, yes, Money.
He stole my attorney's badge.
Well, Money does love shiny objects. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Eh? Why's that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly! Bravo, bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family.
Then who does he belong to?
I'll be happy to take you to where his owner is staying.
I have a feeling it's Mo's own room. You mean right now?
Of course, shall we go?
Should we go with it now or wait a while? Go later, because there's another thing I want to talk about.
So, want to hear me talk some more, do you? Your wish is my command. I'll give you the full repertoire of 1001 jokes.
Woohoo! Don't woohoo that! So, about Regina.
Regina is such a pure, innocent child.
How old is she? Wait a second. Wait a minute, wait a second. Wait a gosh darn second. That is even that is creepy as That is creepy. Can we arrest both of them? I mean, this guy we should definitely arrest because there's no way the puppet is its own entity. It's him controlling the puppet. Of course, in this universe, the puppet could be its own entity. On the other hand, this guy has legitimately asked for her hand in marriage. Now, I understand 5 years isn't that big of a difference, but the thing is, he's 21 and she's 16. I'd say they should wait at least 2 years before doing anything. Simply because of that. She's such a cutie, too.
She was born and raised in the circus, you know. Well, by I mean, she doesn't really know how much about the world outside of the big top.
That's probably why she doesn't. I'm not gonna make that joke. Sounds like Pearly.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is...
Oh wait, you're saying
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality.
she lives in a dream world?
She's dancing with wild animals, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. Funny thing is, that all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life.
I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet.
Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simple without complications.
Let's go now, because reasons. December 28th, lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room.
This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? You a bit out of shape? Not used to walking long distances? I bet you drive everywhere you go because you don't have the strong enough legs to go anywhere. That's a really funny one, ain't it, Mr. Wright? Poking fun at the bear? I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. You're lucky that I didn't force you to climb an extra 2 up and an extra 3 down. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room.
Acro?
He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today.
That's a big pile of junk over in the corner. Those are instruments. I think that one's a tuba. I don't know my instruments.
Well, I don't think that it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff.
Thanks, Mo. See you later. Sorry that I almost stole your clown voice. Money the monkey added to the court record. Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this. It's a trophy, and it's really heavy. I'm surprised this monkey was able to get here. Are we sure that's really a monkey? Are we sure that's not an ape? I mean, it could be a monkey. You can't really tell from that. Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here. Attorney's badge. Returned to its rightful spot on lapel. Thanks. You really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah, check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? No. Actually, speaking of winning in court, let's save. I don't think we'll win. Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be the witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. You're not a magician, you're a medium. And if we're talking about Max, he's not a magician either. Well, okay, yeah, technically that is his job to be a magician. But his type of magicianing is, cloak and dagger, and, constantly using smoke screens and stuff. I have a feeling how he flies is he has a rope attached to his back, and because of how the lights are all there, you can't see the rope. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Yeah. This is a little bit too loud. I'm not sure if that's being picked up in the video. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. I think I went with a voice similar to this. Maybe a little bit higher pitched. Max? Milk. What? I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage. I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. He is on trial for murder he didn't commit. Hey, my sweeties! What?
You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter this room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right.
And it would prove that you were guilty. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie.
What is it this time, Max?
Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? You can see it now. A dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Yeah, except I don't need everyone in the courtroom. I need the judge on my side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. December 29th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 2.
And now, the case rolling. What?
Your Honor, get on with it. Your Honor, get on with it.
Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns.
So?
Isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica?
Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name.
You know, my grandchild was a huge fan of his. I think everyone here would admire if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. Sounds more friendly.
I wonder if that is to our advantage.
Miss Von Hart, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you don't rather thinking you win this one, Mr. Phoenix fight. Eh? That spirit channeling valve was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time, when we managed to prove that she was in the wrong spot. I don't remember. No chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. You lost the last case. I don't care if you call it a sham. You lost. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. That you learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. He's not dead, he's just in jail. And I doubt he's in jail for lifetime. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap this waste of time.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there now! Sorry to keep you from work, and I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir. All right, Detective. You may proceed with your testimony.
Alright. Details of the events.
The night of the crime, snow is falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. Practice session broke up around 10 p.m. Murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over with a box, dead as a doornail. God's death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accept this into it. The court accept. It should say accepts this into evidence. Can I take a closer look at that? No. But I can take a closer. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay, let's see if I can figure out. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches when it was on the ground. Snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Wrong thing. The performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. Hold it. When you say all of the performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and stuff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Bo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactic, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The practice was over. Where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regan, while Mo went back to his room, tired from work. Then the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? It seems that they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage.
itself took place in the plaza around in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how. Ow!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed.
Carrying the box.
Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention, it was locked.
Locked, you say?
This may be my only chance to ask some more questions.
Do you mind telling us what was inside that box?
Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than the Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station, cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle.
Bottle? What is that, detective?
Exactly what it looks like. Your Honor, it's a condiment bottle.
What's inside the bottle?
It's filled with pepper.
Pepper? Why in the world was it filled? Was it locked in that box?
There's only one little bottle in that huge box?
I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Can I go back? This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right?
Sounds about right. The whole thing was lined with iron.
Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron?
I figured they just did it. Ouch!
I think we could all do without your guesses, detective. Stick to what little you actually know.
Sorry. Suffice it to say the box is really heavy.
Much better. You may continue on, detective.
Okay, so then I guess I asked the right question.
The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped the vertebrae in his neck.
According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pal.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with.
You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. I make myself laugh with these jokes.
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper?
Now that we have wrapped up the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off this stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Ms. Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand.
She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well.
Probably. He can't talk.
Please state your name and occupation for the record. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My name is Triloquist. I am employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. Me. A world of the law. Exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think?
I think you're rude as fuck and should definitely be incarcerated for that. I'm kidding.
It's had good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you're better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. So ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. Know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. Ouch! I'm not worried about you, I'm worried about getting the testimony in my court. Ouch.
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed.
What you witnessed?
Dun 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 dun.
Objection! Trilo is a puppet, and therefore can't be a doesn't have human. Okay.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? The police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards this scene. You observe that.
Without a doubt, he had his slick hat cloak and the dumb white roses on his vest. Could you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory. But the clown can't be the culprit.
Why is that?
Here's absolute proof.
Silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Moore. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
That you're a big fat failure. Okay, I guess she's the boss again today. What you witnessed?
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown.
Hold it. The clown? You talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic. I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise, and his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to killing for good. He was 9/10 of the way to killing over for good.
Poor guy.
He didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
And what happened? Then what happened?
Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance.
Why the plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the sinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least, my teachers always said I was.
That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime.
Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears, lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup, jeez. Could you be any more dense altogether now? Silk hat.
Oh wait. Silk hat! Cloak! White roses!
Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions.
He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer?
You never saw his face. Saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo?
That's right. And that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense. It makes Max one suspicious character, if you could prove you did see Max. There's one more to this. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something I'm missing this? Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica.
Hey, you still don't get it, do you? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Right, let's say it all together now.
Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
Thank you.
I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great.
What?
But there was no fucking proof that he saw Max! No, I know for a fact that I was right in that question. There is no proof you saw Max because you did not see his face. That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max? Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well?
What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright?
Who else do you suppose the witness could have seen? Oh! Right!
Take that!
That's the victim.
That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Aha! Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen... Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, Why was he just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? Ah, I see. Seems at this stage, I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. There are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with the testimony. Joel wouldn't have... Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore.
Once practice was over, I left the...
Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose I would have been around. Hey, what time was it?
I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think? Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? I can't believe that we just stand outside in that weather.
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Objection!
Mr. Phoenix advises, we can all do without your off-handed series.
Objection!
But, this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for? Regina! Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
Wow!
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares? Who I was waiting for that night. What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Eh? Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Ah! I exploded twice now.
That makes sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. Objection. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max. Ow! There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. The ring!
I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina.
Ah, pain! Don't volunteer things. Ah, I'm mixing voices. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
That matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge? I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More paid!
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now, we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
About the proposal.
Dun, 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 dun.
Don't be so surprised. I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her. So I've still got it in my pocket.
You're going to propose, you a puppet.
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose.
Exactly.
His honor is looking a little less than honorable. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
What was that sigh at the end? Okay, maybe in this world, I don't know. I don't want to theorize about that, but it's still weird to me. And some of the comments, but I know exactly what the lie is. Objection! This, never mind! Apparently not!
Don't be so surprised. I was going to propose to Regine.
By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina?
Of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together, though that might have been a little badass. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to come up with a real voice for him.
Yeah.
Got it? That's the truth. I even had something to give to her.
What was it exactly that you plan on giving her?
You know exactly what I was going to give her, Numbskull.
Anything I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Pretty expensive one. Cost several $1 billion.
Actually, it only cost a couple thousand.
You shut up.
Engagement?
Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright, its joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Jessica's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. Once... Pain equals... It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever pulled... Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
It's not a bathrobe! Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. Got to be kidding Ben could pull that off?
I'm sorry. Really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Now stop apologizing while I punch you in the face.
Really?
Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night.
So you went to the lodging house to give it to her.
That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but the uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snob? Wait. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half and knot it with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So what about this present?
In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
Let's ask him about this. So you're still thinking of trying to give it to Regina?
Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily.
I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. I mean, he is just a puppet. He shouldn't be getting paid. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's Tesla. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him the heck. Judge has days. Alright. Are you sure about that? Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket? Why then do I have it right here?
Arrgh!
What is going on here?
That's... Ben, say something!
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo.
Found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean the room they put money, like like a bank vault?
That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him!
Mr. Quiz, I would prefer if you avoid slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. He is literally a monkey. Ah, I see, well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after I showed up in the plaza. Right around when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might have been able to say that. The ring might have, well, could have been taken from that around that time. No! Ow! What if?
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with it. With what? Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
admit a thing. Not I. Mr. Triloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo?
You know exactly what I did. Just after that ring, snatching monkey money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance up to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after the monkey. When the witness was off chasing the monkey, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It's entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene.
Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He was blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. Plus, actually, to be honest, I kind of like a rivalry even if it irritates me. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Ha! I told you so many times. You'd think you'd know my story's not changing.
You already changed your story, stick boy. I'm sure you will change some more. Where there is usually one line, there are usually many more behind it. Yeah. Witnessing Max.
I'll give you that. I was waiting for that night I was waiting that night for Regina. And that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He told her after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. Said good evening to him. He didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica on that scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols.
So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max.
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose about 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Please try to prove that this is a lying dipshit.
I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina.
To propose to her, I'm not gonna question that.
And that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night.
So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
Guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. But he shouldn't.
He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him.
About what time would you say the events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that the practice finished up promptly at 10 p.m. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You need to be a brain surgeon, not around what time it was when I saw him. It's had 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Just had 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second.
Yeah!
I'm no good at it. It was 10:10 p.m. Ah, yes, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right, because that's the time when I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him. He didn't even acknowledge my presence.
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. Say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? It's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You've got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trilo.
Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist's act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible! The performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's got to be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I could understand. Ow, that hurt. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. Bluffing is everything. Ben's happening. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was to review your work— Ow! You're not trying to pass yourself as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know better. Ow! Ow! That hurts! That's also assault, which is illegal! How have you not been arrested? That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. You're 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already.
I told you already. Jeez, I'm 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right?
There's no way.
Those two ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? ask, I'll answer with a course. Everyone together now.
Silk Hat, Cloak, White Roses.
Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. It has to be a whole necessity somewhere. I agree. I want to try something. Trilo, it's not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
Disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. With a glass bottle, no less.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd... Man, that is one lewd puppet. Would just get up and say good evening to his rival. Are you saying that this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? He saw a different person. It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max at night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or, good evening, as he put it.
What in the world? You...
The defense kindly explained who it was Trilo saw. Does everyone else see what I'm seeing here? Is it possible the ringmaster? Take that! Considering the ill temper of the witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. You're an old man. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. Suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why he greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? And the question, Mr. Quest. Order! How do you respond to this?
Well, wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
Don't try to bluff your way out of that. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quest obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the Ringmaster? One Mr. Russellberry. The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's three symbols.
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you've got to remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white furs. Silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's three symbols. However, how do we really know that it was Maximilian Galactica? Could have been someone else, dressed up as him. Possibly even Russellberry.
What?
Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was a defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point on this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? Just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? Merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there was no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. The court is now in recess. No. I still think it might have been the monkey. Because, now I don't think the monkey did it intentionally. I think what happened was that the monkey probably saw the shiny stuff on the lock, the shiny lock, and that it then proceeded to try to take the lock, accidentally killing the ringmaster, who happened to be wearing... No, never mind. No, that wouldn't work, because the monkey would have to leave footprints. It would have to be someone who knows that the snow would have left, knows how to hide their footprints.
Sweetie! You have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room.
And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right?
Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweet. I just remembered.
I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. When I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means It means that Ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max.
Fabulous! That's fabulously possibility.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the Ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? Think about it. All they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. Now, what about my cloak? Where did that go? Double. Oh, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president. Yeah, I have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. What's the difference?
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Actually, December 29th, 12:06 p.m. District Courtroom, number 2.
We're gonna get the...
Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Parma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call to my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire scene. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
No, that's his name. Why did you just call him a pitiful clown? He's not pitiful. He's just pathetic.
The witness will now state his name and occupation for the court record.
Whoa, I didn't read that. I was born and raised. Okay. Yeah, you weren't supposed to be able to read the whole thing.
Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Hey, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. Never been in a courtroom my entire life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? The courtroom is no place for a joke. This is a place where you are serious. Seriously, this is why, hey, she said you are a pitiful clown. You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service.
I've made that joke myself, that's pathetic.
Okay, how about, have you met my proctologist? Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? What a couple of clowns is up to no good.
What? What did he say? But a couple of... who were up to no good start... Okay, yeah, I was right. Your name.
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene as around 10:15 the day of the murder, correct?
Yeah, yes it is. Very well, Mr. Holmes. Will you testify what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, without humor, please. Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. What you witnessed?
Man, that sucks being a clown in a courtroom. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I have been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my joke, I've taken to laughing at them at myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. I kept trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. This atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try to make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing?
That is... Aren't we the ones who are supposed to be asking the questions? Witness. We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You'll really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you. I can't wait.
Poor Gumshoe.
Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? Yeah. Well, of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want.
What you witnessed. Here, the actual testimony. Alright.
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pissed. I thought I'd go straight to sleep. Before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was a ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his clothes. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clocked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to believe, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized. Except for the fact he stated he couldn't see very well, so it's far away, and then proceeds to claim he saw two people. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter? Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if he pushes this too far, it will bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. I understand, Your Honor. Okay. So that means I gotta be careful when I'm pushing. Okay. I want to press in order to see if I because I hope. Hold it. You say that practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct?
See, that's the thing.
Huh?
How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock. That's something the clown can riff off of.
Let's not make it 8 p.m., alright, Mo?
What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of clowning around.
Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. The witness just proceed with his factual testimony, please. You are so boring.
You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped.
You were pooped that night.
Yeah, I was very tired. Not to mention, I had some bad Mexican food. We call it Taco Bell.
What?
The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item.
Was there any spices in it?
What happened after that was, as I say, Happens. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days.
That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply.
Got a good reply.
Gosh darn it!
I'd go straight to sleep.
Okay, so I'm gonna save in the next... Because apparently I can't press into it. You just happened to glance out of the window.
You could say also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Curls.
I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should... Exactly why did you look out of the window, out of your window that night?
What? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out of their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday...
Once I had tucked myself in the bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. Sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I?
Oh yeah. That's not something you just forget to mention. You intentionally left that out. I think you're the criminal. Even if I'm the prosecutor, I know that I'm perfect. And if I'm perfect, that means that I have to make sure that I get the right criminal in jail. And if I am not now 100% certain that the defendant is not the criminal and you are, I really hope that joke actually translates. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well. Mr. Krulls, please revise your testimony.
Should start turning the tables in our favor.
I heard a huge noise outside the window. That's what made me take a look outside.
What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say...
He's gonna make a joke. Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary.
Well, how'd you know that I was gonna make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like supposed to sound like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit, huh? Watson, you went to look at the window and you saw...
That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though.
Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they?
Didn't think about that for a second. My room is here. I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window.
Just 30 feet, that's not far at all.
It was snowing that night, and...
Ah, shit. Just 30 feet, that's not far at all.
It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility.
I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows you saw.
It was the ringmaster.
You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away?
That's right. I've been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. And now I'm 100% certain that it was Maddox and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays. You even know how to go. How it is. I'm just gonna make a joke. You even have to go to school anymore to be one? Oh, right. Everyone knows what to do all together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. Clearly, I don't make you all laugh enough for you all to like me. See what I mean? It's always like this. Crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly, completely worthless as a clown. I'm gonna get penalized. Now, enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify on what he saw, and only what he saw? I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max Clonk. You say you saw the ringmaster get clonked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the complete, random, non-sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? No money in the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? What? Yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of the murder committed that night?
Objection!
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. It's not harassment if I can prove he didn't see it. You better not. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Didn't you call him pitiful earlier? Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness... Of course I do. I've got a great reason to make that my claim. And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason. Of course, I will. The reason is... the witness's very own testimony! What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching it, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed, when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way he could have seen Max clonk anyone. And that is out of two crazy clown murder people. What? I wonder what he actually says. The crack. Oh, an actual crack clown unit was sent to. Oh shit, Mr. Curls. How do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment? They didn't come in. These clowns promptly escaped from a maximum security clown car. Mr. Curls, are you reciting a C-Team theme to anger this court? No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick! These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog. Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much? When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again? So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster? Yeah. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out, died. Yep. He was on permanent vacation, as they say. Don't make jokes like that. Mr. Curls! Your Honor?
You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over, and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. The silhouette was myself. I was next to him. I'm the murderer.
Very well, then. Please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth, the absolute truth. And if you lie, you'll be held in contempt of court.
And if I even catch a hint of a joke for you,
I'll put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
got it. I can't be funny. I can't even be a little goofy.
Silhouette.
It's a bit far away.
What that chat? Before I do that, I'm gonna save.
It was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols.
Silhouette. That black cloak. They were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt about that. No doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in he said he wasn't there, we have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination. Silhouette. Can you prove? Alright. Hopefully. Hopefully I won't get punished. Hold it. Don't you think that you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Mask. It's an awfully firm statement, don't you think?
What are you getting at?
I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max?
I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this.
Silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that. Notice he said convinced. Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night?
Miss Von Karma told me that if I said that I'd get paid extra dough tonight if I
I'm not gonna make that joke. It's not funny. Trilo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them?
I thought of that myself. Just looking at the shape of the face, I saw it must have been Max.
You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap.
The silk hat, the black cloak, they were all there.
Isn't his cloak purple? His cloak isn't black, it's purple. You're sure that this is what you saw that night?
Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk.
Don't birds have terrible night vision?
That's not all I saw. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him.
You're able to see that kind of detail from your window, 30 feet away. There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like?
I can see like a hawk out of my left eye, and an eagle out of my right.
Our records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime. The more we look into the matter, the more suspicious it becomes.
Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was.
His
cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
So, you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding.
That's correct.
I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise.
It must have been something incredibly hard.
Too bad they didn't find the room. They claim it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. Trilo's testimony now moves. It really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. That's not going to be enough. I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max, right? That's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. I was tempted. I want to present... Yeah! I'm right! You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols.
I suppose so. The seal cap, the cloak, right?
Well, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols?
Yeah, three symbols. Yay, everyone get ready, all together now. Silk cap, cloak, white roses. Who cares if he knew that there was 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. Just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
You like pie? I love pie. 3.14159653589.
Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth. No fractions.
That's not a fraction! That is literally an infinite long number.
Order.
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? My thing was that his cloak is purple, not black, but whatever.
To be honest, there weren't any roses on that person I saw.
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see a silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. And then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright,
Are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. He's seemingly insignificant. Someone is toying with the court, but it is not me! Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony?
There's no way could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How could you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you make someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claimed there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? I'm supposed to disregard the pointless, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. Seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature? I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
There are no contradictions in this next testimony. I am prepared to issue a ruling. Shit. Ruling. Nick, this is your last chance. The Silhouette, Part 2. Ugh, crap.
There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially that silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene.
That can't be right because it was found on Mr. Wright. You got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I would not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against the witness. You are going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curl's statement. You better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need. Shit. Okay. So if I get it wrong... Decoration. Mo, be honest. Ow! You put on this, Mr. Phoenix, right? No more badgering. I hope he enjoys this penalty. Ow! What? But you're not in charge! Yeah. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind?
Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that?
I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, what exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the scene of the crime. The crime scene. That means the silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene.
No! That's not true!
Order, 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 Mr. Curls!
Yes, Your Honor?
What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better and to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess. You just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight and my memory, but they're both great. Seriously, why? Just because no matter how old I get, you're younger than you.
Enough of this childish outburst, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
I saw him! I swear I saw him! It was Max! Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat! I'm telling you the truth!
He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat! He was there!
He left the scene? What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo?
What do you want?
You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? Went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? You can't ask me that.
Objection!
Mr. Phoenix invites his badgering the witness, Your Honor.
Objection!
This witness's testimony is full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
There were no footprints! That's what I expected you to say. You sure that's how it happened?
Say what?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter her story?
Take that!
Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. His clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second! You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time. I committed the murder.
You just wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today.
Not that it hurt. I'm sick of tired of listening to you anyway. I'll give you the real deal this time. I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. Mr. Lawrence Curls.
Yes?
Testimony you've provided up until now has been false?
This a bit false. I haven't lied. It's
just what?
Just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Order! I will have order! And Miss Von Karma, you will do well to not follow in your father's footsteps. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Gross.
Huh? You're not gonna believe this, but it's true. I'll tell all of you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. The truth.
Now it's time for my...
Oh, God.
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo's Nose. Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. Well, I looked out the window. Ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he... This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there are no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why would you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story?
To be honest, this is the first time I've ever heard of a flying criminal. You've been hit by a flying criminal. Why do you think... You know what? Either he's telling the truth, and he did see someone flying. Okay. Whoop. Ooh, I can actually change the transparency. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go with he's telling the truth first. What he just said was so strange. I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he's telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait! That means Max actually used magic. Max, you're right. Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish trick. Why do you use the word fool so much? You use it so much, I don't think it means what you think it means. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. Oh, shit. I suppose I will let you all think regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to. Just wait, hang on. I want to go back. Let's try that. It's obvious that the witness's eyes are playing tricks on him. No.
Don't be such a fool. Who in the world do you think I would mistake that jerk for?
Jeez, I didn't say you were lying. Wow, he looks really serious right now. More serious than he's looked all day. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to here. Because I'd rather have that one as the one that I save on. That's I think regarding this one. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregarded need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reasoning behind this mystery. Mysteries. I believe that this is enough for today. Court is adjourned.
Alright, I have a theory. But I'll explain it in a second.
December 29th, 2:33 p.m. District Court Lobby, Defendant Lobby number 5. Hey, sweeties! What in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't say I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. It's impossible to fly. I use a rope. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. But it looks so effortlessly for you on stage. It's not that simple. It's not actually I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Wow. You just told me the secret to your magic. No, I broke the first rule. The cardinal rule. The only rule. I'm sorry, Max. I made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks. Nick, what do we do now? We clonk ourselves over the head and forget. What we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best to catch this sucker. To be continued. Great, so am I gonna have to do more investigation? So, here, I'll explain my theory in a second. So, my theory is that it was that one of these three, I don't know why it would be Regina, so I'm going to say it's not her for now. One of these three pretending to... No, actually, there's another person, the acrobat, who would definitely have known how to do the tricks. Nick? What is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep. Magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. Same. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But, the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearl said a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First she put her right index... First she... mean she did this? Actually, it would have been on this finger. You mean she did this? She could move it up, down, and do and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? But how'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder. It'll take all the fun out of the magic if you keep trying to figure it out. That's why I have fun with magic. I have fun. December 29th, Berry Big Circus entrance. You hear that? Sound like two people arguing. Right, let's do...
Alright, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yeah, wait.
Quit your whining. Let's give this a shot already. Alright, let's go.
Row, row, row your boat.
Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently, down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying the best, but you know, this just isn't going to work.
Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're going to have to be on your own someday. You can't handle something as simple as this. What are you going to do with that?
Hello, then. Hello to you, too, Trimo.
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course?
I'm sorry. Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes. Trimo wouldn't give up until said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So, we're trying to sing around for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? Can you really do that? That's incredible.
See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you.
The only ones who surprised me with your idea.
Once we got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so? Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you.
Ah, there it is. Now that I got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
I know that you already testified in court today.
I want to talk about what we saw, right?
Yes.
Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But then we said hello. And didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina.
I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now.
Really? That's so sweet. But if you really want to see Regina, couldn't you check out the tent?
You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Playing like this is part of being in love.
How so?
If you had a clue, you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts.
Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red, she looks like a vine-ripe or tomato. So how does the routine working out?
Well, did you just take a chill pill already? Our routine's a secret, and if we didn't keep the secret, we would ruin the surprise. We're going to take this ventriloquism world by storm. It's going to be a real revolution.
That sounds incredible.
Let me make one thing clear. We're not going to take on the world just because a jerk said we should.
What's that jerk?
Max Galactic. Former should aim for the world. What does he think he is?
Trilo, you seem to be really fired up about all this.
He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right. You're right.
Mark my words, I, Triloquist, will win the Grand Prix.
You're the man now, doll.
Row, row, row your boat. Will be key to the glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You've got to be part of this too. After all, you're my partner.
December 29th, Lodging House Plaza.
Oh, it's you two.
You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest?
I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some Crazy Cloud's life story. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Let me tell you something, pal. Listening to that old clown sucks all of your energy. Every time he's done talking, looks at you like you should be doing something.
I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes.
I know that, pal. You have any idea how much your face hurts if you're fake laughing that much?
Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up. Don't show up.
Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight.
She's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How is that possible?
According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. That's what happened. It means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there.
The acrobat's got his room up on the third floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going to the acrobatics room. Got it, pal!
Francisca Von Karma! When she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out.
December 29th, the Lodging House. Who's that here?
If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into his room. Sure, you'd have heard him laughing away. Yeah. What do you think he's laughing at when he's all by himself? I always thought he was just thinking of new jokes. He must really love his work. December 29th, Very Big Circus Pizza. Huh? Where's Regina? I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? Yeah. No. I'm just allergic to wild tigers. Specifically their teeth. 29th, Big Top Ringmaster. Max and Ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why'd he do that anyway? Really that cool or something? Let's ever turn that big top cafeteria.
Right! Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria!
Yikes. He's in an awfully good mood.
Alright, you know what time it is. Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza?
Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza?
Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction.
What? It's not even a joke! Oh, that was me! Because Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel construction?
Bzzz, wrong? Try again. Okay. What do you think, girlie?
I got it.
Okay, what is your answer?
Because they're in the cafeteria.
Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place. That's that cafe.
I did it! What's going on? He's being too nice. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it?
You're telling me? I didn't think it was going to be so tough.
Tough?
Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning. I had to smash watermelons. I told them all in grade school, even Rangers, but no one busted out laughing.
You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke.
Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that?
You weren't 100% sure about your testimony today.
I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just
Flew through the air?
It wasn't exactly flying per se. It's more like floating. Whatever space made me positive it was Mike.
I don't see a cyclops. You must be telling the truth. Detention center. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max! Just hang in there! A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a fan magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of TV special? Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escaped. It would be aired live. Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special if it wasn't illegal. If I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking. But the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. Especially even if you are sweating bullets. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Night of the murder. The night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is just not something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says. It wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and a cheap imitation magician is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks. but I will say this much. It's much harder than you think. I was thinking about this important day. I've got a favor to ask of you.
Anything for you, sweetie.
Be friends with the other performers in the circus.
Fabulous! A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them?
But
I've won the world stage. I've won the International Grand Prix.
the International Grand Prix?
Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at the circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something that I cannot simply tolerate.
Ambition, huh? Something about what Max just said rings true in my ears.
Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't you? To be honest though, I've told the story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Well, here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. So look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim. Wow. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy, too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my tryout. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Grand Prix photo added to the book record. Alright. What about this music? Would you mind taking a look at this? It's... I guess we won't need music. Oh, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too?
Huh? You've seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around.
I don't get that joke.
Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture.
What you mean?
He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness.
He's got a big bust? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Yeah, Max's the great bust of a statue. That's what it is. A bust of a statue. Max's bust.
Max's bust should be on that small table over there.
There's nothing over there.
Really? Oh yeah. When was it? That's about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared.
Disappeared?
If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up.
Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Aww. Max G bust added to. Is there anything else that's changed about this place?
Nope, nothing's changed that I can see.
I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's setting up a bad joke.
Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. There's one teensy tiny thing that does seem different.
Tell us!
Well, on the morning of the crime, on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center.
Piece of paper.
It's torn, so I don't know what it says, but I could see its title.
Yikes! It says, "To the murderer." Murderer? Nope, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off.
And I don't know who posted it.
When did you find this?
The morning before the murder.
Before the murder?
Yeah, the ringmaster was killed the night after this poster was discovered.
Who in the world posted this thing? Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder. It's posted on the wall in the cafeteria.
I do know everything about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat.
Your heart skipped a beat? Out of fear or out of something else?
While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room.
Company?
I guess it wasn't really a company. It was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie.
You mean the person that you really shouldn't be having the sweets for?
When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat.
Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing?
Let's see. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere.
Is that just an excuse that you don't remember it?
You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess.
I didn't want to move back to here. That's where I wanted to go. No, not the entrance. Ah, no, I don't want to examine shit. Big Top. Move. Ringmaster's room. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. You know, I have a feeling I know what that is. I bet it's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Well, let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it. Fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? What does it say? To the murder. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m. That's when the murder took place. No, it took place at 10:15. We need to find out who called the ringmaster. Oh, Gumshoe, hi! December 29th, Lodging House Plaza. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual.
Well, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. I think he's guilty, but that's just my personal opinion. With Miss Von Karma.
Are you gonna pick that up, or are you just gonna sit there hyperventilating? Nick, what is that? That beeping sound.
It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind.
Some sort of pager or something?
If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick! See ya, pal.
I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. I've never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind's biting my ass. Ow! As biting as lashes from a whip. Karma! She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. Try more international. The global news, Mr. Phoenix is right. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think you might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands into something big, huh? Ha! I'm amazed you pick up on that much.
Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head.
Don't do that. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? A conclusive witness? You must mean the acrobat, the murderer, right? I'm putting in this summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Yeah. I get it already. You want to beat me and destroy me.
Actually, to be honest, I can't tell if she's looking for victory or she's looking for... she's looking for victory or she's looking to eradicate me. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. That's assault and battery, Miss Von Karma. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this, or any other conversation? Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again, one more time. Him? I'm sure you know to who I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was. Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh, little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Edgeworth. The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. A little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he is gone. Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean? What? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then the case after that one. He never set foot into court again. And one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Actually, no! That was your father! That was your father! Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. Again! That was your own father's fault. If your father didn't want his name to not be considered honorable, he shouldn't have cheated in the cases. Furthermore, it's because of your father that Edgeworth realized that a lot of the men that he was looking up to as a prosecutor weren't good prosecutors. And he realized he ended up becoming almost exactly like them in one of the cases because of the cheating and lying. You need to get that under your head. It's not my fault. It's your father's fault. I just exposed it. Now, if you're saying it's my fault that it was exposed and that all that happened, yeah, okay, fine. I'm going to find him, and then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own two hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth. I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Nick. Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you are God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you to of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen! Nick, let's go. Talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick. Huh. Okay. I don't know what voice to get this guy. He's got some Is he in a wheelchair? He's got some stereotypical stuff. You must be Phoenix Wright. No, that sounds too much like Gumshoes. You must be Phoenix Wright. No, that sounds too much like the judge. You must be. No, that sounds too sketchy. This guy literally looks honorable. Even if he is a killer, he looks like just an honorable man. You must be Phoenix Wright. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yeah, that sounds about right. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yeah. Yes, I am. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. Fucking what? But here, everyone at the circus just calls me Acro the Acrobat. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. So I decided, Acro, you remember the circus as well? That's right. I mainly perform on the tightrope or the flying trapeze, but my leg's broken, so I can't walk. I mean, nowadays, all I perform is in my wheelchair. Alright, well, I can't figure out a voice for this guy in the moment, so... Hang on. So, I'm gonna end the stream here, because I don't really have a lot of time left. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, everything. Thank you, and have a good time.